Today's video, I'm going to show you how you can actually send out personalized LinkedIn connection notes, but also personalized LinkedIn DMs with whatever objective it is you're trying to achieve when it comes to growing a business, agency, or just looking to basically network with people, right? And with that into account, let's get into it, right? So the tool here that we are going to be using is called SALEE, and I'll leave a link in the description down below for you to actually give it a try, right? Now, in context, it's like some sort of like Chrome extension which enables you to do all of these different features, which we'll be going through this entire video, right? And firstly, of course, for you, all you have to do is literally just create your account, and you'll be taken through this entire process of actually creating your own chatbot, where you will then be taken to the actual home page, right? Now I'll come back to this once I actually show you the actual tools and how they actually function, right? Now with that into account, let's get right into it. Let's go with this guy over here. Let's go with Blake, right? So yeah, now I won't lie, some of these connection notes that this AI model literally just generated wasn't as impressive as the previous one it actually generated, and I don't know why it's actually doing me like this when I'm recording this video. But yeah, in a sense, I just want to do it a bit of justice. So actually went about changing up the prospect that we're going to be using as an example. Right now, this guy is somewhat polar opposite to my ideal client profile, right? But I'm going to use him as an example either way. Yeah, let's get back into it, right? So we're gonna click on send AI invitation, and it's going to generate us the actual connection node, hopefully. And here we have it, right? As you can see, in a sense, like I said previously, it wasn't giving me any justice when I actually used this on my client profile. But as you can see, when someone is literally polar opposite, it somehow and for some freaking reason nailed it, right? So hi Blake, I see Chris, I don't know how to pronounce the name. LTD is making waves in the personal brand uh area. Does your team face challenges managing high volume of clients interactions? Quick support could be the answer. I'd like to connect, right? Now maybe this is, I don't know, the name of his agency. I'm not too sure, but I think so. Right? So yeah, in essence, as you can see, this guy is somewhat of a ghostwriter, and he also coaches founder found he also coaches founders on how they can actually build their own personal brand through writing on LinkedIn. Now, like I said, I was going to use this as a form of proving justice because the other example or prospect did not work, and I don't know why, but yeah, in a sense, this is what we actually got, right? Now, I want you to take note of the fact that it actually knows what kind of service and product it is to actually provide, right? So in this case, quick support is essentially me building e-commerce brand custom AI chatbots to actually help them help them improve the overall customer experience when purchasing online on your website, right? And in a sense, by it actually understanding the service it is to actually provide, it like, I don't know, it kind of picked up on the fact that Blake isn't really my ideal client profile, but in a sense, as you can see, high volume of client interactions. As you can see, it kind of understood that AI chatbots aren't only for like e-com brands, even though I actually specified that's my ideal profile and stuff like that, right? I hope you get what I'm saying, but for those who do not get what I'm saying, this is where we actually go back to the dashboard itself, right? So over here, I think it's under offers, where you actually train your custom AI chatbot on whatever product or service it is you actually provide to your prospect. And as you can see, this is everything you actually do, like the campaign name, default mode, or you can actually use AI in the fact where you can actually fill all of these details for you: product name, short description on whatever product service it is you actually provide, unique value proposition, achievements and success. Maybe you work with brands like I don't know, Nike, Hims, an example, which is a company that I would like to actually work with, or maybe in my industry, Geology's Supply, which is a men's grooming brand, and the list just goes on, right? Now this is where you actually fill in client pains, benefits, and some additional information about whatever it is you're actually providing. As you can see, this is something that I have personally have not updated within the last, I don't know, probably 6 months, because yeah, it kind of nails it to the point, but yeah, it needs a bit of change, right? And as you can see, it actually allows you to edit or write your own ideal client profile, your personal or overall goal when outreaching, messaging, comments, and stuff like that, right? And to actually train the AI chatbot on what it is that you're looking to achieve, it's really simple. All you have to do is personally just fill in all of this information if you want to, or you can literally just paste in your LinkedIn profile, and it will literally learn everything about you, your product and service, or your company by literally just pasting in the actual profile itself. Now in this case, I won't really be pasting anything. Okay, you know what, let's create a new campaign just to actually show you how this AI model actually works, right? So let's just create a new model, right? Hopefully it's going to allow me to create a new model, because okay, yeah, here it is, right? Essentially, this is how the onboarding process is actually gonna work. You can easily create it on yourself or pasting in your website URL, right? Now in this case, I'm going to go with quicksupport.com. Now this is somewhat of the old outdated version of it. I just created a new template, but yeah, I'm gonna be going with that one. And the AI model is currently being trained on my website data. Now, as you can see, it actually filled all of those information I actually showed you within my default campaign, right? Now, campaign name, product or service, a little bit of a description down below, a unique selling point, achievements, client pain points, and some additional points, right? Now it actually filled not only that, but also my ICP, AI voice, messaging, comments, and the list just goes on. And that's the purpose of actually training the AI chatbot on your company's data, right? And the way you can actually choose how to actually go about doing this is by actually clicking on here. As you can see, yeah, my offers, new campaign, default campaign, and stuff like that, right? So the default campaign is this one over here titled default, right? Then you can actually interchange within whichever campaign or AI model it is that you're trying to use in order to actually, I don't know, forgot the terminology, promote whatever product or service it is that you're looking to promote, right? As you can see, campaign name, default, and if you can see here, quick support, and this is all the international information within the actual thing. Now I know I've been rambling a lot, but yeah, the purpose of it was to make sure that you understand the importance of actually training these AI models on your company's or websites data, right? So with that into account, let's move on. Now before I actually do that, let's go with complement plus a problematic pain point, which is the original one, but I just want to see what it's going to generate us next. Hey Blake, noticed company name is making waves in personal branding. Do you think that quicksupport could streamline your client's interaction with AI powered solution? I'd love to connect and explore how it might fit your needs. Like, I don't know, like the writing of this is just on point. Now, this term is something that I will actually replace, because in a sense it kind of screams AI generated, but besides that, it's literally on point. Let's go with problematic, yeah. My tongue got twisted a bit. Pain points without any compliments, right? Hey Blake, have you considered using quick support to improve company name, personal branding, outreach? Might be a game changer for managing multiple social media channel needs. I'd love to connect, right? As you can see, it's straight to the point. Now, since we actually covered the whole how the AI chatbot works when it comes to sending out personalized LinkedIn DMs, connection notes, I just want to show you guys the DM feature within the actual tool itself. Now, since Blake is a perfect example when it comes to using this tool, I'm just gonna continuously be using him as an example, and as you can see, it is already generating us an entire LinkedIn DM based on the objective it is that we actually generated. Right now, the moment we actually clicked on that, we actually went with, I'm not too sure. I think we went with a cold breaker. Oh, we went with an icebreaker of a text, right? So if I were to go back and let's read the actual context of this thing. Hi Blake, I've been following your journey with Chris Donley's LinkedIn, and it's inspirational and it's inspiring. Yeah man. Yeah, my English is bad. But yeah, essentially your dedication to personal branding really shines through. Speaking of personal, like, take note of this. Speaking of personal branding, like, tell me this is not wonderful. I work with innovational AI tools that could improve. I don't like using the term enhance. Screams AI generated, so always replace enhance with improve your content creation and social media management, making your workload lighter and more engaging. Have you thought about any tech that could help support your current projects? I'd love to bro, like, you see this entire sentence, or shall I say paragraph, like sentence for me, like, it actually makes this one look bad, and the CT on this one is kind of crazy. Right now, as you can see, it actually also gives you what do we call these? Oh, subject lines for your actual thing, which is kind of crazy. Mind you that we are still using the previous AI model, the previous AI default model, which is this. Now take note, I just want to show you guys, like, the difference between our, I cannot actually Sunderland up together, but yeah, I just want to show you the difference between the two. Like, there's literally no information here, literally zero whatsoever information to this point until here. This is where the context of the message actually is, right? And take note of what it actually just generated. Like, the fact that it actually generated this is just insane, with little to no information that it actually knows about my business and product or service, right? Whilst if I was actually using this AI model of SALEE that actually train, which basically knows everything there is to know about my agency and the kind of product and the kind of service that actually provide, like, it's kind of crazy to think about it, but yeah, you get the gist of it. Right now, based on that, you can actually change everything up. Right now, before I actually do that, let me take a screenshot for my thumbnail. Let's move on. If you click on this little arrow right over here, you can select whichever DM it is you want to generate based on whatever objective it is that you're trying to achieve. Right now, if you are continuously in a conversation with your prospect and you don't really know how to actually follow up with them, how or whatever it is that, yeah, it kind of like entertains your conversation. Let's say you're texting your client or prospect on LinkedIn about whatever it is that you, let's say pricing, then back and forth stuff like that. You can literally just click on objections. Now objections, it's basically a text that will be generated based on whatever objective it is your prospect is having about you, and it actually provides a solution to that. So the cool thing about it is that it kind of reads the entire conversation you have previously had with the prospect to actually generate you that somewhat of a text or DM based on it. I hope you can understand what I mean by that. I can't really show you an example, but yeah, hopefully you can understand what I mean by that. Now, in a sense, okay. What did I write? I appreciate you following me, but I'm curious as to why that is. Oh, this, as you can see, it actually generated what I last actually sent this actual guy, right? Bro, this tool is kind of crazy. Just a quick nudge on my previous message. Hope you're hope you're catching some good vibes, in a sense. Hope you're getting yourself some good actual clients, right? Now I'm literally gonna send this. I am literally gonna send this, and you best believe I'm gonna be using this as my follow-up. Like, you best believe that, right? Now you can also click over here to basically generate you DM suggestions based on how your conversation with the prospect is actually going. Right now, this, like, everything here, it's like a demo, in a sense of what you would actually expect the AI to actually do, right? Complement Beck's personal brand journey, because this is what most of his content is literally all about, him basically documenting his journey of building his personal brand and agency on LinkedIn, right? So let's go with that one. And as you can see, hi Blake, your personal journey is truly impressive. You've just you've shown incredible growth and dedication. How do you balance and manage such rapid progress? Let's discuss. Okay, I'll really remove this, but yeah, hopefully you get the gist of it, right? And the cool thing about this tool is that it actually continuously gives you AI capabilities which you can actually use. In this case, let's go with rephrase, and it's going to rephrase both the subject line and the actual context of the message itself. Okay, apparently not the subject line but the context of the actual message, right? Hi Blake, your journey in personal brand is really striking. You achieved amazing growth and compliment. How do you handle the main how do you handle and maintain this shift advanced and stuff like that, right? Now in this case you can also write something like I don't know, let's say, got any new, but what tools are you using with, right? So let's say you have an idea of a DM but you don't necessarily know or what to actually write through the context. Just write some sort of like a little, I don't know, brain dump, then click on run, and it'll actually generate you a DM based on that bit of context. As you can see, hi Blake, I would love to know what tools you've been using to expand your agency. Any new strategies or tech helping you in the growth journey? Looking forward for insights. Like, that is literally how this tool actually works, right? Curious about your agency's growth tools. Like, bro, this tool is just freaking insane, guys. Like, it really is. But again, there's more to it. Like, by clicking this arrow over here, it's going to show you some advanced features within the actual tool itself. Right now, these are the prompts that are automatically saved. I don't really use these much, but if you go to suggestions, it's basically like the previous one where it actually generates you all of these different things. And if you click on generate, and it's going to do that actual thing for you, right? The cool thing is that you can also change the different character length of the message it is you want to generate when using the AI suggestion for that, which is kind of crazy. Let's say 500, move it to like 500, and it'll actually going to generate that actual thing itself. Then you have all of these different types of DM goals with that in mind. But yeah,